Hey guys, welcome to the Question Mark channel. And Techtober isn't over with Sony's big announcement today. We have gotten a new phone, a true Pro smartphone, the sequel to the Xperia Pro from last year, the Xperia Pro-I. Don't worry, I'll explain the terrible name ahead. But the thing to keep in mind is that this phone is a camera champion. Let's get right into it. First, the naming. The I in the Xperia Pro-I stands for imaging, and that might be an indication that this phone features an amazing camera system, as Xperias have always had in the past. That leads us into the camera. The main sensor of the Pro-I is a 1-inch sensor pulled directly from the Sony RX100 Mark VII camera in a phone. Yeah. The main camera also has a variable aperture that goes from f2.0 to f4.0. Accompanying the camera are a pair of 12MP ultrawide and a 12MP 2x telephoto camera. All three cameras feature Zeiss's legendary T-Star coating that, paired with improvements in Sony's auto processing, means that you will be able to get amazing pics. And if you dive into the manual controls, well, no scene, no style, and no object is out of your reach. The same is true with videography. With Sony's incredible autofocus, the videos will be amazing. If you are a professional or a tinkerer, you can dive deep into the Videography Pro app for manual controls, true pro level controls. And there's more. In the form of the Cinematography Pro app, which pulls down features directly from the Sony's 1S line of cinema cameras. And yeah, you could totally shoot a movie on this thing, as it has 21:9 cinema recording option and all the color modes one could desire. The Xperia Pro 1 can shoot up to 4K 120 FPS for 5x slow motion. This is honestly one of the best camera phones of this year, and the best if you want and cherish those pro features. For the rest of us, it's still dependent on Sony's image processing, which is improving rapidly over year. But compared to the iPhone 13 or the Pixel 6, it isn't quite there yet. With the manual and pro modes though, yeah, you can totally crush those phones in photos and videos. But as impressive as the camera is, there is also an entire phone surrounding it. Well, the phone is the Xperia 1 Mark III again, or in other words, amazing. It has the same 6.5-inch 21:9 cinematic 4K 120Hz display, paired with the same Snapdragon 888, 12 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage. It also gives you the stock Android experience with additional Sony features. There is also the headphone jack, accompanied by Sony's LDAC and DSEE technology. The battery capacity is also the same 4500 mAh. And yes, there is a 30-watt charger in the box. Coming to the price then. The Xperia Pro-I has the eye-watering price tag of $1,899. Sony's reasoning is that you are getting basically the RX100 Mark VII with an admittedly amazing flagship phone. And when you look at it that way, you're spending less if you were to buy both of those differently. And the Pro-I is also cheaper than the original Xperia Pro, which had a mammoth price tag of $2,500. So then, should you buy one? Only if you're interested and want the 1-inch sensor and Sony's incredible manual controls, or if you're a professional looking to ditch your DSLR or mirrorless camera. The Xperia Pro 1 is an incredible work of engineering and optical marvel, but it's not for everyone, and Sony knows it. The phone is marketed towards real professionals, so if you're one of them, there is no better phone for you than the Xperia Pro-I. For the other smartphone camera enthusiasts, the Xperia 1 Mark III is still an incredibly capable smartphone, which also has the manual controls, albeit not to the extent of the Xperia Pro-I. Or you can go with the Pixel 6 with Google's incredible processing and Unreal Night Sight, or the iPhone 13 for the cinematic mode and ProRAW and ProRes recording. All said and done, none of the aforementioned phones match the Xperia Pro-I's potential. This is the phone that blurs the line between what's possible on a smartphone camera, coming from the same company who isn't afraid to experiment and who is ready to serve this very specific group of people. The Xperia Pro-I is a smartphone tailor-made for them. The Xperia Pro-I is quite literally the Sony Alpha in your pocket. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and do consider subscribing for more interesting content like this. Thank you.